Hi ladies, how are you? I am apologizing in advance because I tried to upload a video for y'all yesterday on Facebook, and I guess it had music that Facebook did not like, so I have to wait 24 hours to be able to post any live videos. Hopefully I can do a regular video for y'all. I'm going to give it a shot. So my apologies. I'm not able to do this live right now. Facebook will not let me. So I am here though, and I wanted to talk about tonight, and it was for week 3 of fat loss, and it's about what to eat for fat loss. So we have all these misconceptions that we think, oh my gosh, okay, we have to eat paleo, or we have to do Weight Watchers, or we have to do Atkins, or we have to be vegetarian, or wherever it may be. And while all those are totally fine, it's really about listening what feels right for our bodies, right? So sometimes people can't have dairy like myself. Some people can't have gluten, or some people are more intolerant to carbohydrates. So why paleo might work for some people for that. And some people prefer being vegetarian because they don't like meat, or the animal rights and so forth. So all of that is completely fine. But I just want to point out that there's really no specific diet that is going to work for fat loss. There's not one specific one is that the end all be all. It all really kind of comes down to what our food preferences are, what we actually enjoy eating, what we feel like we can do long term, that's something that's sustainable. And so if you go at an approach as, okay, this whole meal I'm doing, this whole regimen I'm doing is diet based, and you are already setting yourself up for when can I have cheat meals, when can I have bad meals. In a sense, you're already kind of setting yourself up, because how is that going to be realistic long term? So while I kind of go with the 80-20 rule, 80% of the time you want to try and eat healthy, 20% of the time, of course, you want to, indulge on things that you enjoy. That's normal, and as we should be doing that just for our own sanity. Also being mindful that I don't want you to get caught up in all the diet books and all these next best things that we feel like we have to buy. Fat loss really comes down to a couple different things. One is hormones. So if our hormones are off, we are gonna not lose weight, period. So it doesn't matter if we're training like crazy, eating super strict, all of that stuff. If our bodies are under stress or hormonal stress or whatever it may be, we're gonna pretty much be guaranteed we're not gonna lose any weight. So our bodies will hold on to that stress, hold on to that storage, the cortisol levels, all the hormonal imbalances. So usually when our hormones are out of balance, we're gonna have a very difficult time losing weight. Secondly, we are probably intaking more than we're burning. So if we are doing workouts and then going home and inhaling a pizza, or having pretty dense, large meals, more than what we necessarily need, of course we're not going to lose fat, just because we're over consuming and under burning. So being aware of that, not saying that you have to again starve yourself and live off iceberg lettuce and crab meat, but also making sure that you're in a little bit of a calorie deficit. So usually the calorie deficit in turn is going to help with more of the fat loss. So during times of calorie deficits, we are going to be a little more hungry. We are going to have maybe a little bit more craving. And so that's why I love that craving cacao stuff. And Jessica, I know that you had asked about the link. I had sent them an email requesting it, and it took them a while to get back to me. So I think I can actually get the link for you. I'll work on that. But the cacao really helps a bunch with the cravings, for me at least. I love that stuff. But again, being in a bit of a calorie deficit is going to help a bunch. Not saying it has to be astronomical. Again, the quicker the weight comes on, the quicker it's going to come off. The quicker it's going to come off, the quicker it's going to come on. So kind of looking at it from that pendulum. So you lose tons of weight at a quick period of time, you're going to gain it right back in a quick period of time. So just making sure to find that healthy balance in between. And so with calorie restriction, it's hard to do that long term. And so, I recommend to some of my in-training clients or my one-on-one clients, I'll typically have them go on a little bit more of a calorie restriction for a brief period of time, or maybe a few days of calorie restriction and then a day of higher calories. So kind of like, I guess you could view it as, maybe like a roller coaster in a sense, where we're going up in calories a little bit, say Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday we might go into a little bit of a deficit, and then Friday we go up again. So basically going about it with that calorie approach, we're still going to end up being in a deficit at the end of the week, but that way we're not like mentally exhausted thinking, oh my gosh, okay, I can't eat enough for 5 days in a row. There might be 1 or 2 days where you might have to cut it back just a little bit, like 200 to 300 calories, and then the next days you can go to the regular maintenance calorie standpoint. So you can